Our two-wheeling segment shines a light on the latest bikes, motorcycles, and scooters, whatever's hot on the rider's market today. But the collective history of motorbikes is just as rich as their car cousins. Well, as luck would have it, our FYI reporter Yolanda Vazquez has just ridden in with an all-American history lesson on two-wheel cruising.
Let's hope it starts. Oh!
Away we go.
All right, here we go.
Buckle up, because like me, you're in for one heck of a ride when you visit the Wheels Through Time Museum in Maggie Valley, North Carolina.
There's 27 different brands of American motorcycles here from Ace to Yale, all inclusive, and they all run.
Dale Wachsler is the founder of the museum. If his face or bike riding antics look familiar, that's because he stars in a TV show called What's in the Barn. Now in its third season, Wachsler says it's a great history lesson with a fun way to get there.
Whether it's helping an old lady or finding just what fits here at Wheels Through Time, that's what's in the barn.
Wachsler started his bike collecting quest more than 45 years ago.
This is your first bike.
That's my first bike. Yeah.
And today he has a 38,000 square foot space filled with hundreds of rare American motorcycles.
You know, I've been collecting bikes for so long, but I actually remember nearly where every bike and every part and every story is, because I really don't collect a bike unless it has a great story.
From board track racers to hill climbing bikes to military motorcycles. There's even an entire floor dedicated to American dirt track racing. And let's not forget the Chopper Graveyard. But Wachsler's true pride and joy is the Founders Gallery.
What that means are these are motorcycles that were built and owned by the people that invented the motorcycle.
For example, this 1914 Flesher Flyer, a one-off built by Louis Flesher of Nebraska. Or how about this 1913 Indian prototype built by Oscar Hedstrom? It has a dual exhaust and dual kickstarters. And you'd be hard-pressed to see one of these, a 1916 Traub, which stumps Wachsler to this very day.
I found the Traub 18 years ago with a very interesting story, and have now learned that with 40 years of research, nobody knows who is Mr. Traub.
There's a section in the museum called Homemade America. It highlights machinery that was created using a motorcycle engine. Take, for example, this personal watercraft. It was powered by a 1925 Harley-Davidson engine and is thought to be the very first jet ski.
In the day, you could buy an old motorcycle for $4 or $5. Well, that gave you a power plant from which you can make an ice cutter, you can make a snow blower or a rototiller, or even an airplane.
And since every bike has a story, you'll often see photos, posters, or handwritten letters nearby. For Wachsler, the people who rode these bikes are just as important.
Carol Ressweber, four-time national champion, his family sold me the garage.
His 1957 Harley-Davidson, known as the Duck Bike, is on display, along with mementos from other riders like Ricky Graham and Brad Andres, who won the Daytona 200 3 times.
He gave me his jacket, he gave me his helmet, he gave me his Daytona certificate when he won the race. He also signed his number plate.
Wachsler can often be found in his repair shop working on a number of bikes at one time. He started videotaping his efforts years ago.
Got more fun riding these old motorcycles.
These time machine videos helped Wachsler get his current TV gig.
I'm Dale Wachsler, and I dig deep into America.
The show has elevated him to a new level of fame, with hundreds of thousands of visitors stopping in to see his historic memorabilia and other motorcycle artifacts.
And then, of course, we have our guest register. I have stacks of registers. People leave their DNA here every day.
And Wachsler wouldn't have it any other way. He's a true motorcycle enthusiast who revels in discovering obscure bikes and doesn't hold back on sharing them with the world.
I'm holding on for dear life.